Hey folks, it's Russ. Today is Monday, June 16th, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the real reason you need mailbox money, and it's not what you think, okay? But before I get started, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I've been involved in the work from home space for the last 18 plus years, and I've been working full-time for myself since 2018, and it's my true passion to help other people generate mailbox money using social media and direct mail marketing. So with that being said, I hope you all had a nice Father's Day, whether you were celebrating a father or being a dad or just thinking about, maybe the legacy you want to leave behind to your family. And that got me thinking about what it is that you really want to leave, what are you leaving for your family, okay? I was thinking about a quote, the greatest gift you can give your family is your own financial freedom. And it just made me want to do this video because a lot of people, when I work with them one-on-one and I ask them what their why is, they just say, I want to make more money. I want to quit my 9-to-5 job. But I think it's deeper for most people than that. I mean, don't you want to leave something for your family that, you can be proud of? A legacy. Like maybe it's just not escaping the 9-to-5. Maybe it's so that your family doesn't have to stress out about bills, or maybe it's so that your family is able to and available to go to family functions or family vacations or get-togethers or graduation parties or something like that. And by not having to go to a 9-to-5 job, by giving them true freedom. And when I talk about freedom, I'm talking about, like I always say, being able to do what you want, when you want, for as long as you want, and not worry about cash flow. That's ultimate freedom. All right. And of course, you have to have your health first. So you always want to put your health first. Health is true wealth. But true freedom is being able to do what you want, when you want, for as long as you want, and never having to worry about cash flow. And that's where mailbox money comes in. I've been doing this for a while now, and I've become a student of direct mail in the sense that I am listening to lectures from the 80s and 90s, reading books that were published all the way back in the 1930s to present time. And there are people in this industry who have made tens of millions, some of them hundreds of millions of dollars, using direct mail. And the same principles that I'm reading in these older books apply today. The same principles, the same strategies. It's one of these marketing methods that hasn't changed at all in all of this time. All right. And I believe direct mail came about in the 1860s, if my memory serves me correctly. And you still have direct mail order magazines like Montgomery Ward that has been around since the 1870s, I believe. I think 1872 is when that magazine came out. And it's still in circulation today, and the company still makes tens of millions of dollars a year. So, building a direct mail business is not only, it takes work, but it's the easiest way that I've ever found to make money since I've been involved in the work from home space. All right? If you can mail out letters, postcards, or flyers, and look, I'm on my way to the post office right now, more stacks of letters, okay? I'm just a machine when it comes to mailing these out. I don't stop. Yesterday, during Father's Day, I was watching the final round of the US Open. I was putting letters together. You have to become a machine if you want this bad enough. If you want to build one of these big businesses and a mailbox money empire like I'm doing, you have to become a machine. You can't just show up when you want to show up and expect to make all kinds of money, like most people do. Most people give up before they even start because they don't have the patience that you need in order to become successful. You're not going to get rich overnight, using direct mail. It takes time to build up a business. But the potential that it has, if you're patient enough, is just massive. All right? Massive. I'm reading about these guys before the internet who are making tens of millions of dollars a year. Some of them hundreds of millions of dollars in their life by using direct mail. And this was before the internet, okay? So what I'm teaching people is how I'm building my mailbox money empire using not only direct mail, but social media marketing as well. And when you put those two together, it's unbelievable the results you can get if you stick with it long enough. And most people choose not to stick with it long enough. They think there's other methods out there where you can get rich overnight, and it's not the case. It's just simply not the case. You know, like I told you before, I'm not a religious person by any means. I'm more of a spiritual person, and I do believe in a higher power, God, whatever you want to call it. And I believe that when you ask for help, or when you ask for something, that the higher power, I call it God, will test you. And I'm just going to talk God, all right? God will test you to make sure that you pass the test, right? Why should anybody just go and mail out letters and become rich? It doesn't work that way. You have to pass the test. And the test is this person going to become resilient and ride the ups and downs? Are they going to stick with it long enough to get what they actually deserve? Or are they just going to be a loser and quit? And God will reward those who stick with stick with something. You got to pass the test. And once you pass the test, you're going to get those rewards. And the tests are not easy. They're not meant to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be atop of the food chain and be worth billions of dollars, right? But that's not how it is. God wants to see if you're resilient. God wants to see if you're going to stick with it through tough times. God wants to see that you're not just in it to get rich overnight. And if you pass that test, if you stick with it long enough, you'll reap the benefits. But most people don't stick with it. They don't even give themselves a fair shake at it because they're looking for that instant gratification. So it takes me back to, the greatest gift that you can give your family is your own financial freedom. Last week I talked about one of my videos, Dexter Yeager. He was a pioneer in Amway. And he passed away years ago now. And to this day, because of his efforts that he put in when he was alive, his family earns over $600,000 a month because of his efforts that he put in when he was here, building up his Amway company. The guy was just a machine. That's what you want to be. You don't want to just be, I'm going to show up tomorrow. I'll just do a video tomorrow. Or I'm just going to mail out letters tomorrow. It's fine if I don't do it today. No, it's not fine. You have to show up every day. That's why I show up. I show up every day. I show up every day to help motivate you folks. And then it also motivates me knowing that I'm making videos that motivate you. I get messages all the time now from people. Thank you for making the videos you do. I really needed to hear that. Thanks for your motivation. Thanks for showing up every day. Those messages mean the world to me. Because I know that by showing up, I'm helping you. And by helping you, I'm helping me. If you want it bad enough, you don't make excuses. You just do it. This isn't a game for weak-minded people. All right? You're building a real business. And if you want real results, you have to show up every day, take massive action, stay consistent, and do the stuff even if you don't want to do it. Like I said, sometimes I don't even want to look at a postcard. I don't even want to touch a letter. I don't even want to be on social media. I don't even want to think about doing a video. But I do it anyway, because I know that by doing it, I'm helping to build my empire. And once my empire is built, I know that when my final days are here, that I'm going to leave a legacy for my family and that my family is going to be taken care of. I'm building generational wealth. Anybody can do this. You just have to want it bad enough. And most people don't want it bad enough. They think they do, but when it comes to doing the work, they don't do any work to get to where they need to be. You know? So it's super easy. I mean, gosh, it doesn't get any easier than mailing postcards, letters, and flyers. I'm at the post office right now. Look at this. One stack. I got stacks of these go out all the time. But mailbox money can equal peace. You know, it can mean a steady income, passive income. You just have to have the long-term mindset and know you're not going to get rich overnight with it. And build it up. And just start today. Do one thing. Mail out some postcards. Follow up with somebody who reached out to you asking for more information. Create a video. Do something. You always want to do income-producing activities each and every day. You always want to get your opportunity or opportunities in front of at least 2 people a day. All right? That's it. It's not rocket surgery. It doesn't have to take all day, your whole day up. And anybody can do this. Even if you're working a 10-hour day, you can still find time to build a mailbox money empire. You just want to keep showing up. You know? And even if last week was rough, you know, there's weeks like that. It's just how it goes, especially this time of year in the summertime. In the summertime, marketing goes down. You know, people are outside. Their kids are off from school. They're on vacation. You know, they spend more time at the beach or whatever it is they're doing, you know. They're not cooped up all like they are in the wintertime looking for opportunities. So you just have to understand that, and you just keep pushing forward, knowing that, hey, last week wasn't so great. This week is going to be better. And you just keep telling yourself that, and you keep showing up every day, and you keep putting in the work, and over time you're going to see your empire start to grow. All right, but think about that today. What are you really leaving for your family? Are you proud of what it is you're doing for your family? You know? So I'm going to leave a link down below this video, or you can go to joinruss.com. All right, check out my newsletter where you can get a 10 ways to earn mailbox money this month, free when you sign up for my newsletter. I also have my coaching, my 30-day coaching program, my 60-minute phone call, my opportunities that I'm a part of. You can reach out and ask me questions. You can connect with me on Facebook and YouTube. And it's all over there on joinruss.com. So go check it out. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm here to help you out. And with that being said, go and take some action today. Do something that is going to produce results in the long run, okay? And I appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And if you find value in this video or any of my videos, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And even feel free to share these videos if you know somebody who could, you know, use some of the things that I talk about. All right. But again, I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all had a happy Father's Day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Have a great rest of your day and take some action.